Start running. Let's work 'em. We got this shit, DP. Turn up. I got vibes. You know I got vibes. I got vibes. And I'm fly. Fly like I'm high. Like I'm high. She say I'm high. I'm higher than the guy. She say, Puppy, can you really lay the pipe? Lay the pipe. I say, Mommy, I can do it all night. All night. I got vibes. You know I got vibes. And I'm fly. I'm fly like I'm high. Like I'm high. She say I'm higher than the motherfucking kite. Yeah. I keep my eyes low when I'm on this high, girl. I'm lit. Paparazzi snapping shots like it's a slideshow. My niggas arguing in the bit. That's a side show. Man, R.I.P. the Nick. That's a side note. What I keep on my hip. That's a star money president. I don't need a I'm riding around the limo tent, so you see a ghost. I'm Mike Jordan in this bitch, so I'm be a ghost. I got vibes. You know I got vibes. And I'm fly like I'm Mike. Yeah, she say I'm high. I'm higher than the guy. She say, Poppy, can you really lay the pipe? Yeah. I say, Mommy, I can do it all night. I got vibes. You know I got vibes.
Welcome to the show, man. It's the On God podcast. Everything I do it on God. Every time we do it on God. And when I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do this shit on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, the BMC Capo, and the number one rapper in the world. That is 1-5. The other co-CEO of the Star Money Click and the number one producer in the world. He is also the creator of Punish Me Vodka, which is sponsored this episode of On God Podcast and sponsors this podcast. That is Jimmy Two Times, my brother from another mother, the number one 49ers fan and the number one Sooners fan in the world. And we are the On God Podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody Sunday today?
How's everybody doing the same way from here?
All right. So we're gonna start in college football. Wow, Saturday. Really crazy Saturday. Um,
hmm
Number one team in the country, Texas Longhorns, met Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl. Put the ass whooping on them 34-3. Um, I just I don't know. Texas is good, but Oklahoma, y'all need some help on offense bad. Like y'all really need a quarterback. Like your defense is decent, but your quarterback game is just like, bro.
Well, it don't help when all my wide receivers are still out, and I got three guys from AutoZone starting at wide receiver for us.
So that's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
It goes further than that. So those injuries don't mean nothing. When you add, they can't throw the ball to themselves. Like I said, that young man, he did the best he can do, but that was too big of a stage for him.
hmm Texas dominated. I'll say that they definitely dominated. We won't harp.
And
We won't harp into the game as much because there's nothing to harp
there's no
into.
point. There's no point in it.
Sometimes
So,
There's what do I need to say about that?
what'd you say? 1-5.
no, bro.
What'd you say?
I just said sometimes you gotta take that L.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
We'll move on to the number two team versus the number three team. The matchup of the night, the game of the night, one of the games of the year. It'll be a rematch again. I know we're gonna see them again. We lost 32-31. Oregon gets the dub. The funny thing about the game is I didn't walk away from this game mad. There is no reason for me to be mad. We gave up two touchdowns to Dylan Gabriel on busted coverage. Outside of that, passing the ball against us was not like it's not like they was just throwing it all over the field on us. It wasn't that type of game. It just both quarterbacks played very well, like really well. They didn't have no turnovers. Both of them threw for two touchdowns. Both of them threw for 300 yards. So it's really an even match game. I still can see that we're better than them though. Like I can really literally see it. We had so many opportunities to put them away, and we kept blowing our opportunities. So we kind of like let a team hang around that we knew we should have put away. Like when we got the lead and we got the ball back, 3rd and 3, it's a botch snap. Now we got to punt the ball back to Oregon. But we're driving. We got a chance where we can go up by 2 scores. Remember, when the game started, we was up 14-6. So that's how you know, like, a blown coverage by Denzel Burke twice is why he threw 2 touchdowns on us. Outside of those 2 touchdowns he threw off busted coverages, he was not tearing us apart. Like, he had one real run for a touchdown. That was it. We contained him most of the night. The problem with our defense that last night was we wasn't getting enough pass rush to me.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And just like that, he was gone.
Who, me or him?
He's gone. He's there, but he's not there.
Yeah.
I can't hear him. If he's talking, I don't know if he's saying anything or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'll piggyback on what he said. I mean, I watched most of the game. I didn't watch it all, but I watched most of it. And to me, it was a very entertaining game. And it was like two heavyweight fighters just like duking it out. And then at the end, they went the distance, judges' scorecard, because really Ohio State could have won that at the end if they would have, a couple different.
At the end, I think what happened was there was 10 seconds left. And I think Will Howard thought there was still 10 seconds because when he slid, you could just tell. I think he thought he had like a couple more seconds than what he had, and it was just a miscommunication on that one. Because had he slid with 10 seconds, if he'd had them 4 seconds left that I think he thought he had, y'all kick a field goal. But I mean, I personally thought
we would have won this game. This is the part that's bogus to me. The offensive pass interference call was kind of bogus because if you see the replay, he's holding Jeremiah Smith first, but the referee goes off the extended arm from Jeremiah Smith getting him off of it. That's why in the press conference, Ryan Day goes, we went back and watched the film, and we literally seen that he was grabbing on Jeremiah first. But they went off. It's almost like when you know how in football, when you get the penalty, the personal foul penalty, it's the person that the referee seen last throw the first punch. Like, oh,
every time
he threw the second one, so he get the. So that's really what it was. I'm gonna just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If we play Oregon 10 times again, we would beat Oregon every time we play them. If we don't, but like the mistakes we made was mistakes we don't make, and we helped. It was just weird, like the kick, the onside kick where he kicked it off our guy. Like, bro, come on, bro, that was cheesy. Like, it's just little stuff like that don't happen to us. But at the same time, like I said, I don't have any excuses. We lost the game by a point. I can't be mad when my quarterback played very well. He went on the road in a hostile environment. He played up to the level he was supposed to play up to. We actually ran the ball very well on them. Both my receivers basically had 100 yards on them, and they scored a touchdown. The only concern I had was 2 busted plays by Denzel Burke, and I need my pass rush to get to the quarterback more. That's it.
I'll be honest with you. Burke played like shit.
He did. He was blowing coverages. You can't blow coverages in a game.
You can't. Like but those hesitation routes was killing his ass.
Yeah, he. But I think it's because he was peeking in the backfield. He was.
Yeah, that's bad discipline.
He was worried about what Dylan was gonna do. Is he gonna run? Is he gonna throw it? Like, but that's why I'm saying I think when we play them again, I don't think I think we're gonna be more ready than they are. I think they're gonna come in comfortable. I think they're gonna think that they got the formula. Like when they play us again, they're gonna be like, yeah, we beat y'all. You beat us by a point. And if you go back and watch the game, we was really beating y'all. We was up most of this game. It's not like y'all was leading this game.
I think one of them touchdowns y'all scored, Ryan Day should have went for 2, man. Because I kept saying that 6 points ain't a good look. I said that point differential is going to be a problem, and it ended up being a problem at the end. Now, like I said, once again, I think that miscommunication, because at first it was 10 seconds, and then that last play, like I said, I think Will Howard really thought he had 10 seconds when it was 6. So, a simple miscommunication or whatever, and maybe that changes the whole course of this game, especially at the end. I do appreciate the fact that you did acknowledge that Dylan Gabriel did play a good game. He did have Both quarterbacks played very well. It was very well orchestrated on both.
When I judged Dylan Gabriel from jump, I judged him on the beginning of he played like shit at the beginning of the year. That's what he was getting judged on.
Well, I
If
agree with
you
that.
if you play good, I will give you your due. If you play like a pamper, I'm going to say you play
Well,
like
last week he didn't play very well.
I know, and I said that.
But out.
So it's like, but that's what I'm saying. He didn't do nothing. He did not do nothing amazing for me to go, oh my God, he tore Ohio State apart.
No,
No.
I just think he did what he was supposed to do, and that's
He
all he
caught
needed to do.
he caught us slipping on two busted plays and he capitalized, which he was supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying. All he did was what he was supposed to do. I mean,
Outside of that, I didn't. He didn't
yeah, I'm
jump
not.
out.
I'm not going to over dramatize his play. I just want to. I just like I said. I just want to congratulate both quarterbacks for playing and giving us a game. I mean, that was a very entertaining game, and so far, I'd have to say it was probably the best game of the year.
I think it is too, but I know it's going to be a rematch.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, y'all the Big Ten. Y'all see each other again.
We're going to see each other in the Big Ten championship game, and we're going to smoke them. I already know what we're going to do to them because we're going to come in prepared. We're going to come in on one. Because now we got the chip.
Do y'all got y'all still got injuries on your defensive line, don't you?
No. No.
I thought y'all was missing somebody on the defensive line. I couldn't remember.
That's another thing too. They didn't call a lot of holding penalties on Oregon running the ball last night either. Not, and I don't really think Oregon's O line is okay, but it was kind of like weird. Like it was something about the game last night. Certain stuff in the game to me was just like it was kind of weird.
I mean, to be fair, there was no offensive line penalties. Hardly. I don't even recall any. Maybe a false start here or there, but that was about it.
I mean, we was getting false starts.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it wasn't no holdings. That's what I'm saying. It's weird to see a game with no holding penalties.
That's what I'm saying. And then their running back ran for 100. My running back, our two running backs combined ran for over 100. That's what I'm saying. Like it just was. I don't know. It was just a weird. It was weird, bro. For real.
The only critique I do have for Ohio State is I wish they would have tried to get Jeremiah Smith the ball a little bit more in some of those third down situations, because I feel like they weren't able to guard him. When I noticed every passing play, he was pretty much open every motherfucking play.
It just, I don't know. It is what it is.
It is. Hey, that's the great thing about this year's college football. That loss ain't the end of the world.
It don't affect us.
Y'all moved back to 4, and that was it. That's a good deal.
Number 4, Penn State, 5-0 against USC. Penn State pulls out a thriller 33-30 in overtime. Penn State proved what I thought from day one. Penn State's not good, for real. Drew Adler is a pamper. I mean,
yeah.
Oh my God.
3 interceptions, man. Like, and 2 of them didn't make any sense. He threw.
He's just not. He's not. They so overrated. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They won by default.
I won't be surprised if they lose to Indiana and us. I know they're gonna lose to us, but they might lose to Indiana too. I ain't gonna.
No, I mean, think about this. How often do you see 2 teams going to overtime, and the first team that gets the ball kicks a field goal or misses it, and then the other team just runs a couple plays, kicks a field goal, and gets up out of there? Normally, overtime don't go like that. They won off default, really. If USC don't miss that field goal, then we talking about something.
We still playing football.
Yeah,
because they're not. I don't know. Penn State just ain't got no passing game, bro. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that before. To be
they had to run trick plays.
You can't pass the ball.
They had to run trick plays to score.
Yeah, they not.
That flea flicker or whatever you want to call it, that backwards lateral forward pass that they threw to the tight end in the end zone, that was lucky.
Mm-hmm.
That was lucky.
He jumped up and did some more acrobatic shit when he caught it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on. Number 5, Georgia beat Mississippi State 41-31. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Georgia is really weak, man.
They struggle with them.
Georgia and Alabama is really dookie.
Yeah.
Wait till we get to Alabama. It gets even funnier. So Georgia
Yeah.
gets the W. Miami was the number 6 team. They was on the bye. Number 7 Alabama against South Carolina. They win 27-25. I told Todd this morning, me and 1-5 was on the phone. We was talking about this. And I told him, I said, Todd, do you understand it was 20-19 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter of this game? And,
Yeah, they were
and
losing.
I'm trying to figure out what in the if I'm an Alabama fan, where do I see that we're good? I don't. Your defense is trash. And then South Carolina had Ryan Williams on lock yesterday. He literally
Yeah.
only had 3 catches for like 20 yards. Like
Yeah.
Alabama got that. I'm gonna tell you when it's gonna happen. Tennessee gonna beat them in Tennessee. They're gonna beat them in Knoxville. They're gonna beat
Hmm.
them because they're gonna run it up on them. Number 8 Tennessee beats Florida 23-17. I'm not surprised about that. Florida's not no good. But Tennessee, I think Tennessee might drop another game too. I
Yeah.
got a funny feeling.
Yep.
So the game number 9 Ole Miss LSU. Me and 2 times picked LSU. Todd said he went with Ole Miss. The upset happened. It's not really a surprise though, because
No.
like I said, we they've never won in Baton Rouge, and I didn't think they was gonna ever win. I didn't think they was gonna do it now. But should we be worried about LSU? That's the question I got for you guys.
Should we be worried about
Should
LSU?
should we be worried about LSU actually becoming a real contender? Are they a real contender, or this is just a pretending team, just like because remember I told you whose twin they were, the team they lost to at the beginning of the year, which was USC. They're basically their twin. So
I don't take any stock into them. They're an above average team, and that's about as good as you can get.
okay,
Because I won't disrespect their ranking right now. They're playing decent I almost said basketball. They're playing decent football, and I mean that's about it.
1-5. You said you agree.
Yeah, I agree. They're good enough to sneak in there and beat somebody, but they're not going to win a national championship. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. I agree with y'all. Number 10 Clemson beat Wake Forest 49-14. It's not a surprise. Wake Forest is trash can. Clemson is beating everybody that they playing. I can't knock them for winning, but they're not playing nobody. I'm wondering if when they get to that ACC championship game against Miami, I wonder if them beating all these flakes like this gonna really help when they have to actually face Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
Miami been getting tested, even though Miami ain't playing nobody either for real. They've been getting tested. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I still think Clemson probably gonna beat them, depending on what Miami is on at the time. But if War get hot, I mean, War can do damage.
I
Uh,
just feel like it's just two offenses against each other in that game if they play.
that's it. Ain't no
There's no defense,
yeah, there's
none.
no defense. Yeah. Notre Dame, number 11, 49-7 over Stanford. Not a big surprise. Stanford's poopy.
Nope.
Iowa State won 28-16 over West Virginia. Iowa State is still rolling, undefeated, 5-0.
Yep.
Actually, they're 6-0 now. Good weekend of football. We got some major games coming up this weekend. We'll get into them picks later on this week. When we actually do our picks, it's going to be another good, exciting weekend of college football. We're going to bring that up. Let me step over into the NFL. I'll start with the Eagles and the Browns, 20-16. My Birds get the job done. A blocked field goal, scooped up for a touchdown. This game wouldn't even been this close. But I
Right.
did like this. I did like the way my offense played today. I did like seeing AJ Brown and Devontae Smith contribute to what they were supposed to do. They both scored. They both had good games. Jalen Hurts had a clean game. That's what I like. No fumbles, no interceptions. He
He
looked like
recovered the
Jalen
fumble
Hurts.
though. He even
Yeah,
recovered the fumble.
yeah, he looked like Jalen Hurts. But that's the thing. You gotta, like we always talk about, without your weapons, who are you? So you gotta have your weapons to look good. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those type of leagues now. 49ers beat the Seahawks 36-24. Uh, the Seahawks are just, I don't know. I mean,
You change your head coach, you still are who you are.
I just. But this is what question I do got for you though. Are you impressed by what you saw from your team, or do you still feel like y'all still need some work?
Oh, we still need some work, and them injuries is kicking our ass. I wish we would finally find a kicker that doesn't want to tackle because my kicker for 2 straight weeks tackles the kickoff returner and gets hurt. So we need another kicker again. We have to get
And
another
we
kicker now.
finally got and we finally got to see our first kickoff return, which was crazy.
Yeah, Laviska Shenault. Yeah, we would give that up. Hold on.
Seahawks
Blanca
finally
kicked
got
for a touchdown the week before that. Then give up the first kickoff return for a touchdown of the new rules of the season. Fantastic, San Francisco. Um, I really feel like we left a lot of points on the board. We're still kicking a lot of field goals. We're still having problems in the red zone. Too many weapons, man. There's too much money poured into that offense, and you're kicking field goals, man. If that's the case, then the kicker needs to make $30 million if he's gonna score all the goddamn points. And then another pedestrian game by Brandon Ayuk. So basically, we got 2 catches for 30 yards. Yeah, that's
like
about a
I
million
told
yards.
like I told
Yeah.
1-5 earlier. I said 1-5. Do you know that Debo had 100 yards receiving on 3 catches? And then after Debo, George Kittle had 58 yards. That's not normal from the 49ers when it come to the passing game. So it's like y'all production is really low. It's like it don't I don't know if it's because Ayuk ain't the because when Ayuk is the number one target, it seems like the offense flows better. When he's not the number one target, it looks like this. It looks spotty. It's like what are y'all
Well, they're
doing?
trying to.
Like,
I think what's happening is the defense is focusing on taking Ayuk away in those routes that he likes to run. So the offense is looking elsewhere instead of forcing him the ball, which I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. I mean, it's always a good thing not to force things, but I think even Thursday night was the first night we actually got some real yak yards. We haven't been getting no yak yards. After Debo caught that ball and took it 76 yards, that was the biggest yak play we had all season. And we normally lead the league in yak, but we're last in it this year. So we got a lot of stuff going on, man. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think every year a team needs to find its identity, regardless of whether it changes its players or not. You know, especially its key players. Um, you know, it is a good win because you couldn't go down and lose this game and then have to play Kansas City next. Kansas City and Dallas are next. So we're in first place, which ain't really saying nothing at 500. The NFC West is a shit bag right now. You know, so we'll start getting players back and we'll see where this goes. But right now, I wasn't impressed. I gave it a C- for victory. I expect more from this team, especially when your Super Bowl window's up and you got to pay Purdy at the end of the year, and you pretty much got to get it done this year.
right. So the Bears and the Jags played in London. Bears won 35-16. Caleb Williams had his best game of the year so far, 4 touchdown passes, 50 plus rushing yards on the ground. The Bears are rolling. They're 4-2.
4-2.
The NFC North is definitely what we called it in the summertime. We all three said it's going to be the best division of football. It is now the best division of football. Me
Yep.
and 1-5 talked about this earlier, but this is what I want to say to y'all, and this is going to be funny when I tell y'all this. Tell me why the Jaguars are playing in London next Sunday again. If London ain't tired of seeing them niggas get their ass whooped, why do we got to keep watching them get whooped?
Because the NFL really wants to move them over there, but they're building a new stadium in Jacksonville, so it's kind of weird. They kind of got like two cities. London's their home, and Jacksonville's their home, and they play like shit in both of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Me and News also talked about this too. I've been saying it for a while. Jacksonville's got C- receivers, and you saw that today.
They dropped all his passes.
Right.
I'm talking about he was hitting them. I can't even get mad at Lawrence no more. He was putting the ball on the money, and they was dropping the ball, bro.
I think they missed Calvin Ridley. I think they should have signed him.
I think they do. I think they should have kept him. They tripping.
Drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did draft somebody. They got Robinson.
Yeah.
And he's solid, but he's a young boy.
He dropped the touchdown pass. The ball hit him right in his hands.
That's what I'm saying.
That's rookie mistake right there.
Right.
This is crazy, bro.
I mean, they gonna fuck around. Look, the owner came out and gave us support for Trent Baalke and Peterson, but I've seen that happen before, and then a week or
And then
two
they
later
get
they get
fired.
fired. Yeah, so that don't mean shit because, like I
That's it.
said,
You know what we call that? That's called saving face.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's saving face.
Yep.
The Cardinals and the Packers. Packers won 34-13. They beat Todd's Cardinals. They are
Yeah.
now 3-2.
Okay.
The Packers are getting themselves rolling again. They're getting back rolling. The Colts beat the Titans. Shout out to Joe Flacco.
What I tell you.
Yeah, 1-5 pick. 1-5 said Indianapolis was gonna get it. They got it. So they won 2017.
that's because Will Levis plays for the other team every week.
Will Levis is trash.
Yes.
He is done. I don't know why they don't just let old boy play on the bench from Pittsburgh. Old boy Mason Rudolph. They might.
Well, the crazy thing is, it was 20-17, and all they had to do is drive down to tie the game up. He just ill-advised, just throws the ball up and gets it intercepted. And I said that was poor fucking decision. I said, who fucking does that?
Sorry. He's sorry. The Texans smashed the Patriots 41-21 without Nico Collins. Nico Collins is on IR, and that just show you how good the Texans are offensively. Like, bro, they whooped the Patriots' ass. Like,
Mixon had a great day.
He did.
The Patriots had those sweet ass uniforms on today.
Yeah, they had my favorite uniforms on, the Patriots.
They need to just go back to that. I love that.
But that's because they started Drake May today too.
Oh yeah.
He didn't actually look that bad, man. It's just that whole situation is a trash can. They're rebuilding, and they need some shit. The only thing they got is that young boy at cornerback and a couple other pieces, and that's it. Because Gonzalez is probably one of the better young cornerbacks in the league.
Yeah, he went scorched earth on that. He depleted that. He depleted that whole roster before he left. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, very true. I don't expect anything from the Patriots for a couple of years, man. If that.
I think they're playing hard though. They're playing good.
Yeah, Jared Mayo's a good coach, man. He's getting what he can get out of this team. But when you got a young boy at quarterback and Jacoby Brissett is your other option, and then you got the running back dropping the football, then he's hurt, and then you don't really have any other weapons, it's going to be hard to win in the NFL, man. I mean, that defense is good enough. If you put that defense on a couple of, like this was, if you gave that defense to the Miami Dolphins with that offense when they actually have a quarterback, the Dolphins are a problem. But that defense tied to that offense, it's like an old Plymouth with no fucking muffler.
Yeah, it's like watching the freshman team play the varsity team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's rough.
Play hard and beat.
The Bucks beat the Saints 51-27. Spencer Rattler played today.
Still ass.
The Saints, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Rattler didn't actually play very bad. The last two interceptions were just that's rookie mistakes. It's their first start. He actually played good during the most of the game, but at the end of the game, he started forcing shit. You can tell. I honestly think
I just think Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay literally though, like I think Tampa Bay and Atlanta literally gonna be fighting for this division, like literally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they get the dub though. Commanders lose to the Ravens 30-23. I definitely called the Ravens on this one.
Both did.
We had the Ravens.
Daniel played a good game, man. They just don't have enough on defense.
He played a good game, but to me, Lamar Jackson is telling me what I've been saying for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you got to stop that run to beat them.
They are the best team in the AFC right now. Don't let the record fool you. They really are the best team in the AFC. Like, if you just watch them play, when you can control the line of scrimmage and run for over 130 yards with your running back, you can also run with 100 yards with your quarterback. He can also throw for over 100 yards, and you control the game. Like, you got to think, the Commanders was on a hot streak. They came in this game winning 3 in a row. So they looking at the Ravens like, y'all look like bait. The Ravens like, hold on, we've been doing this. If you take away the one pass in the back of the end zone against the Chiefs, the Ravens really could be undefeated for real.
Right.
Like, it's just like that. Like, they're really that good, bro. I think we I kind of think we overestimated them because we thought, and we had a good reason. They lost they lost Queen. They lost a lot of defensive players. So we was thinking like, well, maybe it ain't gonna, they might not look the same. But that Derrick Henry pickup, boy, is really, really paying off for Lamar Jackson, bro. Like it's making it easier for him to throw the ball. So we'll see how far they go with it. But right now they looking good. The Chargers was just up 10-0 the last time I checked. I haven't looked again.
It's 13-0.
Okay, 13-0 Chargers over the Broncos.
They're about to go into halftime.
Yeah,
The Steelers was down 7-3. What's the Steelers score right now?
7-6, and they're about to go into halftime. It's almost 2-minute warning there.
What for some reason it switched us again. Look.
Yeah.
The Lions and the Cowboys. What's the score?
10-3 Lions, and they just started the second quarter.
Okay, and the Falcons and the Panthers. What's the score?
Tied up at 7, and it's about the same amount of time as in the Lions game, 12 minutes. Second quarter.
And then y'all, I want everybody to know to get ready for that Bengals Giants game. That's tonight at 8:20.
That ass tonight.
Y'all should win. Shout out to the W. The Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx are in the finals right now. The Lynx won game 1. 2 times said that the Lynx was the Liberty was letting the Lynx come back. So I don't know if they won the game yet or not. But I mean, if y'all ain't doing nothing, check in, man. They on ABC, man. It's just really good to see that the sports world right now is really, really exciting.
It's tied 1-up. New York won. It's 80-66.
Okay, so there it is. So the W tonight, the NLCS starts tonight. The Dodgers plays the Mets. That's gonna be a good one. I don't know if anybody's seen that last game the Dodgers played where they hit them 2 home runs, man, against Pirates. It was crazy. That was, I mean, it was rocking in LA, bro. Like I was like, baseball in October is so exciting.
Yeah, that's the only time I watch.
Yeah. Check out the playoffs. The Yankees is playing the. Yes, I hope Cleveland get that done, but Cleveland always blows it against the Yankees in the playoffs. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Cleveland get it done, not just for Ohio but y'all know why. I hate the Yankees. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I didn't talk about as far as sports that we left out? No, because we told them about all the signings. It's kind of gonna be a short show for y'all today because we don't really have y'all kind of caught us in the middle of the games, so that's the reason why. Because the guys, my game was first. 2 times game was on Thursday, and Ty's game is tonight, so it's not a big deal. When we do our picks on Thursday, I'll jump back into this, and the games that we missed out talking about, we'll let y'all know who won, and when we do our picks or whatever. So I'm gonna get into the side. What?
I was just gonna say Jeff Nukes hopped on the Facebook and said that Jacksonville won't be in Jacksonville in 3 to 5 years.
They're building a new state, but they're building a new stadium, so
that don't mean they're gonna be there.
You said who hopped on?
Jeff Nukes.
Oh, cuz I said what up? What up, cuz? That's crazy though, but like this, it's just because when I seen it, I was like, they playing in London again. I'm like, bro, they hate these boys.
And
I said
the NFL adopting the NBA global marketing strategy, kind of, and they
ain't got no choice.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more.
I mean, but the NFL was doing it first years ago. They started back in the 80s with this shit, back in playing the Tokyo games. Right. So, they've been doing it for a long time. It's like an arms race between them and NFL. I wouldn't shock me Major League Baseball to start doing it a little bit more too.
Yeah, especially in Japan and the Dominican and places like that. America, especially for baseball, Asia. But the NFL, I think you'll see a lot more international teams, especially South America and Europe, get adopted teams. You know what I mean? So I think
yeah. That's why we played in Brazil. That's why they played us in Brazil.
Yeah, you guys have Brazil, Jacksonville get England, and I think who was the one that they've been putting in Germany?
Oh, I forget. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember
Yeah.
who. It wasn't Indianapolis. It wasn't the Colts.
No.
Shit, I can't think of it. But you'll see places like that, like Spain will get a
Yeah.
team.
But you know what it is? This is why though. Think about this. The reason why the NBA's global market went faster than the NFL's is because the NFL players wear a helmet every day.
Right.
See, NBA, I can see your face.
Right.
So I can market you. I know what you look like. When they say, oh, that's
Right.
Kobe Bryant, or they say, oh, that's LeBron James, or that's Michael Jordan, they know that face. With that helmet on, they don't know you until you do a commercial, or you know what I'm saying, you're on the front of front cover of a video game.
That's why back in the day, Sports Illustrated, when they would put you on the cover, they would take the face mask off.
Yeah, all the time. Because they want you to know who the person is. They really want you to get informed.
Yeah.
I think all we got to do is our side notes for real. I did 2 times first last time. 1-5. What's your side note today?
And my side note is Punish Me Vodka.
Yes, Lord.
People love this. Appreciate everybody that's had a bottle. Has given good feedback on it. $40. Let me know what's up. We got cherry, this flavor. We got watermelon. We got green apple, grape, and blue raspberry. People love the shit. They love it. They think it's delicious. 80 proof. It'll get you fucked up. It's good stuff. So if you want a bottle, hit me up. We can work something out on it. And that's my
He
side.
said it'll have you fucking ugly bitches in no time.
Yeah. How my hat get dirty?
We got branding all over the place. So
It's a good thing, man. Congratulations.
Other side note, real quick. My guy, the label manager Jay Adams was out in LA last night at the Independent Music Awards, shouting us out to all the celebrities, everybody out there. Star Money Click this, Star Money Click that. My man 1-5, my man Bad News out in Ohio.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah,
Yes, Lord.
What they say about me? What they say about me?
You should be drug tested.
That was a beautiful look. That was a beautiful name.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
That's that God is good. That's that own God. I love that.
Yeah, that is, man. That's good.
2 times. What is your side note for today?
Well, I had a surprise season from my Detroit Tigers, man. I wasn't expecting much, but once we put our horrible high-priced guy on the injury reserve, Baez, we went on an incredible run. Made it to the playoffs, man. We were one of the hottest teams in baseball. We just couldn't get it done. We were up 2-1 on the Guardians, and they just won the last 2 games, closing us out last night. I just want to give a shout out to the Detroit Tigers, man. I appreciate you putting in full effort because y'all was for the dead, and you're giving me something to look forward to next season. So hats off to you. We'll see you in 25.
They really did.
Man. Man.
They really did. Oh man, my side note for the week is just the fact that I experienced some of the best football I've seen in a long time. Even in a loss, I had a great time watching my team play. We will be back. I'm not worried about that. I'm not even. This is how I know football has changed. It's exciting. Sports is just really exciting right now. It don't matter what you're watching. I mean, it's just really, really globally exciting. Yeah. I remember 2 weeks ago, I turned on the Davis Cup and I was watching, the President's Cup. I was watching golf, and they was playing in Canada. And every time the United States would hit the ball, the Europeans would boo them. And I was like, bro, this is so dope. And I remember growing up watching Tiger play in it, and Tiger was like the coldest. So it's just little stuff like that in sports, just like the U.S. Open with tennis. Like the sports world right now is just at an all-time high. Like even basketball. I done seen a couple preseason games where I done caught a couple highlights out the games. I mean, hey man, everything is exciting. Like everybody is feeling sports right now. It's on an all-time high, and I really appreciate it. And it helps us because what do? We do a podcast and we talk about what we love. So it's a win-win. I'm gonna let everybody get to their Sunday, man, so we can enjoy this football, man. Let Ty get ready to prepare, get him a punish me vodka drink on, so he can watch his Bengals play the Giants tonight. Like I say every time I say this, everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. And when I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click and BMC's Capo, the #1 rapper in the world. That is 1-5, the #1 producer in the world, and the Star Money Click co-CEO. And he is Beat Punisher's creator of the Punish Me Vodka. That is Jimmy Two Times, the #1 Oklahoma Sooner fan and the #1 49ers fan in the world, and my brother from another mother. We was the On God podcast. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all stay highly favored. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on Thursday night for our picks. Holla at your boy.
Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.